This segment brought to you in association with Burger King.
Time now for sports, and we say good evening to Mark Seal. Mark, rain again at the World Cup. What's happening?
Boy, Shane, I can tell you if we have many more of those games, maybe the top 4 teams will not qualify for the playoffs, and that would be a shame. But we're going to start with women's cricket, where we had rain, but Windies women still couldn't avoid a whitewashing by England women when they lost the 3rd and final one-day international at Chelmsford under the Duckworth-Lewis-Stern method. Windies women sent the hosts into bat, but couldn't make any telling inroads, as England women made 258 for 4 off the 39 overs the match was reduced to due to a rain delay. Amy Jones top scored with 80, including 6 fours and a 6, while skipper Sarah Taylor got 70 with 7 fours. Hayley Matthews took 2 for 58. Then, batting without skipper Stephanie Taylor, the Windies women's innings came to an end at 131 for 9 of 37.4 overs to lose by 135 runs under the DLS method. Kaisia Knight top scored with 38, while Kate Cross took 2 for 16. Well, in more cricket news, more frustration at the ICC Cricket World Cup in England today, as the big match between unbeaten heavyweights India and New Zealand was abandoned without a ball being bowled. Both teams were hoping to extend their 100% winning record in the competition, but regular showers and a wet outfield at Trent Bridge prevented any play. The Kiwis are leading the standings now on 7 points, while India are 3rd on 5. Now, the abandonment today is the 4th in this World Cup, and that's a new record. The previous highest number of abandoned games in a World Cup, that happened twice, in 1992 and 2003, where only 2 games were abandoned. Well, the West Indies and England will definitely have their eyes squarely on the weather ahead of tomorrow's big clash at Southampton. So far, 4 matches, as we said, have been abandoned due to rain, with the Windies' previous match against South Africa called off after the regional side had made a promising start in the field. CBC's Damien Bell says if the match plays, the Pacers on both teams will be keen to make an impact.
The Windies matched the higher-ranked England side during the ODI series in the Caribbean recently, which took many by surprise after the series ended 2-all. Since then, the Windies have bolstered their lineup to include Evan Lewis and all-rounder Andre Russell, while creating a good headache in the pace bowling department with plenty options. The likes of Kemar Roach, O'Shane Thomas, Shannon Gabriel, Andre Russell and Sheldon Cottrell have the capacity to worry every team.
We've been getting wickets. I think previously we haven't been getting wickets in the middle. We've always got wickets with the new ball, but previously we haven't been able to get wickets in the middle overs, and it's been a talking point over the last couple of months in one-day cricket. And in this tournament we've been able to get wickets in the middle overs, which has definitely broken the back of most teams. I think if we continue in that vein, we'll definitely be a force to reckon with. But we just got to take it game by game. This game against England, as I said before, is a very, very important game. And we've just got to dot all of our I's and cross our T's. I think we've now got the luxury of having some quick bowlers, some very, very aggressive bowlers as well. So you can tend to give up a few runs looking for wickets, and I just think that's the nature of one-day cricket recently. You've got to get wickets. If you don't get wickets, you could be chasing a lot of runs.
Added to that, Holder has tasked his top order with the role of batting deep and allowing the power hitters to play freely at the back end. Meanwhile, England have made a big acquisition in Barbadian-born pacer Jofra Archer for the World Cup. The Archer versus West Indies battle has been the hot topic at the competition, and for good reason. He's a familiar face to most of the Windies players.
Just another game of cricket, same as today, same as last game. Just take every game by the day.
How well do you know their team?
Pretty good. Yeah, pretty good.
And some good friends in that team?
Yeah, true. A few of the guys I played on the 19 with, so it'll be good to actually play against them this time.
England skipper Owen Morgan has also weighed in on the rivalry.
Jofra's been very consistent over a long period of time since he came to Sussex. It's great that he's in an England shirt at the moment. He won't know how it'll feel until he plays the game tomorrow. I think being in that position myself, it does feel different the first time you play against a side that either you could have potentially played for or played for. but I'm sure he'll handle it like he's handled everything else throughout the tournament so far.
So the stage is set for the Windies versus England showdown. The problem is that rain is forecast for tomorrow in Southampton, and we all know how that goes. Damien Best.
Well, we're going to come to that World Cup football, but before I'll tell you about the emerging local junior triathlete, Neil Skinner. He finished third at the Camtri Santa Marta Aquathlon American Championships in Colombia recently. He was participating in his first international triathlon union-sanctioned race and got his first podium finish with a bronze medal in the junior category. Skinner entered the swim event in 12th place overall, but swam well as he made up distance to exit the water in 5th overall and first in the junior category. However, he had 2 delays, a fall, and a minor collision with another athlete. He ran in 2nd place until a sprint to the finish saw him being edged out at the finish line to place 3rd in the junior category and 8th overall. Now, Colombian Hilson Ferrero Calderon was crowned the junior champion, with Samuel Pina Barco of Venezuela finishing in 2nd place. Skinner is now ranked 50th in the ITU Aquathlon rankings and has a very good chance of qualifying for the inaugural Association of National Olympic Committees World Beach Games, and those games are scheduled for October. Now to that football, Shane, where Jamaica Reggae girls are the only team left to register a victory in Group C of the FIFA Women's World Cup in France. Today, group leaders Brazil were beaten 3-2 by Australia to give the Aussies their first win. Now that means that Brazil, Australia and Italy all have 3 points, while Jamaica are yet to get off the mark. Australia battled back from 2-0 down to beat Brazil in an extraordinary 5-goal thriller and inflict a first group stage defeat on the South Africans for the first time in 24 years.